artist that is the only person below White Holiday in the Comicsgate phone book. It's my favorite failed clone of Peter Sammetti. The YouTube how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Hello and welcome to WyzGyzEntertainment. This is your host Wyman. This is part 2 of 2 on my experience with the local comic shop recently. Well, this was technically maybe about 2 weeks ago when I last visited. The first video was where I was just explaining, what it was like visiting the local comic shop after not having been for so long due to COVID. And then bringing my big old bin, I want to say it's like 40 to 60 pounds of my Comicsgate stuff to him. He was, as I mentioned in the other video, quite impressed at the quality, and he really got the message that, Comicsgate cares about the customer and wants to put out the products that they want to see. So that was pretty sweet. At the same time, I'm doing this video to show what I picked up from the local comic shop because I wanted in turn to still support him. I didn't want it to seem like some crazy thing where I was trying to brag about Comicsgate and say, local comic shops are going out of business now. No. On the contrary, I love my local comic shops. It just sounds like due to the failures of DC and Marvel that they're going to have to diversify even further. Some have gotten into, they've kind of diversified similar to GameStop, where they carry things like Funko Pop, statues, collectibles, T-shirts. But I think a lot of comic shops are now going in the direction of more trading card games like Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh! And things like that. This guy's wife, I think, she takes like old scrap comics that they have and turns it into like little art pieces like jewelry, refrigerator magnets, coasters, and things like that. So they also sell that kind of stuff. And there's also local artists that actually sell some of their pieces there. Comic book related merchandise, paintings and things like that. So I'm trying to do more videos because YouTube's algorithm seems to prefer 7 to 10 minute uploaded videos as opposed to endless hour-long streams or multi-hour long streams. So I'm going to try and keep this one to under 10 minutes, if that's even possible. So here's some stuff I got from the... I just noticed this t-shirt has got 3 price tags on it. I guess because these little tags tend to fall off. It wasn't like my first choice, but I thought it was kind of cool. This is Captain America, obviously. Silhouette. It's got some red, white, and the shirt itself, I think, is a navy blue, or is it black? In this light, it looks blue. So there's that. And then there's this Catwoman one, where she's running away from all these villains. I see Two-Face, what's his name? Grundle? That looks like the Joker. Is that the Lizard? Tweedledee, Tweedledum, Man-Bat, the Gorilla guy. I just thought Catwoman herself looked cool, and I liked her facial expression and how realistic it looked. There was another t-shirt that I really wanted. initially on the second visit there, since they reopened from COVID, there was this Wonder Woman one where it had several phases of Wonder Woman from Linda Carter doing the spin into Wonder Woman, the change from Linda Carter, Diana Prince into Wonder Woman. Yeah. But on my second visit to the shop, I was so focused on the image that I didn't even pay attention to the sizes. So I ended up picking up 2 mediums, and I'm an extra large. So on my third visit, I returned only to find the Wonder Woman one was gone, and they didn't have any more of those in any size left. So that would really bum me out. So I hope he gets more t-shirts of that, especially in my size. So what I'm doing, what I'm thinking I'm going to be doing, as I have the money, is return periodically to my local comic shop. I'm undoubtedly going to focus exclusively on back issues. What I'm doing is like collecting books done by artists who are now on Comicscape. And then I'm also looking at books that look like they're cool. I picked up, this team up of Evangeline and Glory because they're pretty hot. There's this book called Evangeline Power. This is a Rob Liefeld with Maximum Comics, a Maximum Press. I got this because I used to watch Battle of the Planets, but also because it's got, I think it's what's called a foil cover, or is it metallic cover? I think it's a foil cover. But it looks pretty cool, and it's really dynamic in their poses. I used to watch that cartoon all the time. This is from Event Comics with Quesada. I like comics that have like a realistic feel to them. Like they're in our world. I mean, I don't want all the politics and stuff from our world or it being too on the nose, but oh, shit. Yeah, it is Dynamite Entertainment, and my respect for them has dropped due to recent, well, not recent events, from a few months ago when they decided to stop supporting a chunk of CG projects and bend the knee to SJWs. But it doesn't change the fact I still like Red Sonja. Supposedly this was back when comics were still a quarter. Boy, oh man. Look at that. Look how freaking thin that is. That's about the thickness of the backing board. It's so small. Well, maybe that's why it was a quarter. Yeah, so this is from Hughes and Jensen. It's Evil Ernie. I picked it up because Dan Frega did. I don't know if he's involved in this book at all. I don't think he is, since I don't see his name or initials anywhere on here, or his logo. But he did a team up or whatever, or a cover that had Evil Ernie and Red Sonja with his Black Flag team. All right, so here is Purgatory versus Vampirella. Wow, this is really current. This is from April of this year. Huh. I like occasional team-ups. Oh my gosh, I'm already at 10 minutes. All right, this one's just going to have to be a longer video. I bounced back and forth on this, but I thought maybe one day it might actually be worth something. But it's Walt Disney Showcase Pete's Dragon. Check that out. I don't know if it'll be worth anything, but it might, especially to Disney fans. That's back when it was 35 cents. Part 1 of 3 from Now Comics. Oh, there was even a movie poster contest. Universal Soldier. I'm not going to lie. I think the main thing that made me want to get this is because of the holographic eye. Oh, man. These little gimmicks get me sometimes. Dark Horse Comics. This is back when comics were $2.50. Predator. Da-da-da. I'm debating whether or not to keep this for myself or give it to someone I like to send fan mail to. DC Universe Rebirth, Hal Jordan Green Lantern Corps. And can you guess why I picked it up? Van Sciver. Ethan Van Sciver. Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps. This time you can even see EVS's signature, the one we know today. Oh, I guess I picked up 2 copies of that. The Flash Rebirth with Jeff Johns and Ethan Van Sciver. Man, I hope I can keep this under 20 minutes. I didn't want to do a part 3. That would seem overboard. What? 2007? Oh, no, 2009. The Flash Rebirth. This is a cool little idea. So wherever there's a red streak, he's the Flash, and wherever he isn't, he's Hal Jordan. That's also got Ethan Van Sciver's name on it, or nameplate. This says issue 104, but it's for Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. I always enjoyed this style of artwork that was used on Star Wars movie posters and stuff. What does that say? Dorman? I'm not sure if he's the same artist who did all those classic posters for like A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. All right. So here's the Flash, the fastest man alive. And this time around, it's got T-Bear. Now, I hope I didn't screw myself over, but I'm assuming this is the same as Art T-Bear. That'd be weird if there was actually another T-Bear who worked for DC instead of Art. This is another T-Bear. Guggenheim, Daniel, and T-Bear. This one is pretty action-packed. Going Downtown with Zoom. There's also another T-Bear. Now, hold on a minute. Number 10 from 2007. So they were charging $2.99 US back then. I quit collecting comic books when they jumped up to like $1.50, $1.75 floppy. Just seemed like way overpriced, especially when I was used to 75 cents a copy. Well, here's an EVS one. The Flash. Full speed ahead. Oh no, I'm already past the 15-minute mark. I'm almost done though. No, that's pretty neat. The Flash, the fastest man alive. What happens in Vegas? This is, wow, that's when it jumped up to $4 a copy. March 2007. Trying to figure out if that's on signature or how they wrote it. Was it supposed to be backwards? And the last but not least, this is Ethan Van Sciver. Whoa, that's a nasty looking creature. Extra sized anniversary issue. Fracture, DC Universe Rebirth. Issue 25 at $3.99 US. From 2017. This is pretty cool too. This is part of the DC Universe Rebirth line that EVS worked on with Venditti and Wright. Even for an extra sized anniversary issue, it doesn't look that thick. I don't know if you can tell, but it looks like at least 3 times the thickness of a backing board, but still, I want a graphic novel size. All right, anyway. One final thing. I ended up getting this sticker. I was really hoping it would be a car decal, but it looks like it's just a sticker. And although you could technically stick it on your car, it wasn't advisable because, you know, it could fall off. And it would also be a pain because it looks like all the little individual pieces are literally individual pieces where it won't come off all in one. Well, would it? I don't know. Now I'm afraid to take it off even. Exterminate! Exterminate! This is, what is he called? Dalek? D-A-L-E-K from Doctor Who. So that's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. So that's what I got from the comic book shop. Hope you enjoyed it. I am going to bring this to a close before the timer hits 20 minutes. I'm trying to throw out a bunch of short videos to make up for all the endless streaming I do. Take it easy and like, comment, and subscribe. Mark the bell for notifications. Make sure you indicate yes or all. I want to receive everything. And hopefully you'll receive everything. Take it easy. Bye.
Final guest that is the only person below White Holiday in the Comicsgate phone book. It's my favorite failed clone of Peter Sammetti. The YouTube WyzGyz. How you doing? Welcome to the show.